Welcome to the RMMax MCP Server demonstration. In the next few minutes, you'll see how AI can analyze endpoints, execute scripts, repair systems, and automate the work that used to take hours. This is the new standard for intelligent RMM operations. Let's get started. In this demo, you'll watch Claude AI connect directly to an RMMax environment through the MCP server. Side by side, you'll see Claude request real operational intelligence, from defender status and malware indicators to admin drift, open port exposure, CV vulnerabilities, and brute force activity. This is AI performing live RMM analysis in real time. Claude is now pulling live telemetry from the RMMax environment, collecting security signals, correlating threat indicators, and preparing a full operational snapshot. Claude is now transforming raw telemetry from RMMax into a full operational intelligence report. It's correlating defender health, malware indicators, admin drift anomalies, and exposed attack surfaces across every endpoint. Software inventories are being matched against known CVEs, while authentication logs are analyzed for brute force patterns and lateral movement. As the dashboards come together, Claude is stitching these signals into a unified security posture, turning thousands of data points into clear, actionable insight. This report gives you a complete, intelligence-driven view of your RMMax environment. Claude has correlated endpoint health, defender coverage, patch status, encryption gaps, and more than 2,000 CV matches into a single, unified security posture. You can immediately see where critical vulnerabilities cluster, which clients face the highest risk, and where missing controls like BitLocker or outdated software create exposure. Instead of digging through logs or running manual audits, you get instant clarity, a prioritized map of what needs attention, why it matters, and where to act first. Now that Claude has finished building the initial security posture report, we can clearly see something important. The AI has identified several areas where deeper visibility is needed. RMMax provides a strong baseline of telemetry, but certain types of security intelligence, like local admin drift, open port exposure, malware persistence, and brute force login patterns, require targeted data collection directly from the endpoints themselves. And this is where Claude becomes more than just an analyst. It becomes an engineer. Claude has already outlined the exact scripts needed to close these visibility gaps. For local admin drift, it wants to run a PowerShell command that enumerates every local administrator and checks password age. For attack surface mapping, it needs a script that captures open ports, SMB, and RDP exposure, and the current firewall profile. For malware indicators, Claude is asking for process lists, scheduled tasks, auto-run entries, and unsigned binaries, the kinds of signals that reveal persistence mechanisms. And for brute force attempts, it needs access to Windows security event logs so it can surface failed logins, lockouts, and lateral movement patterns. What's powerful here is that Claude isn't guessing. It's reading the RMMax dataset, identifying what's missing, and then generating the exact scripts required to collect the missing intelligence. This is AI acting like a senior security engineer, diagnosing the gaps, designing the tooling, and preparing to deploy it. So in this next step, we're going to allow Claude to create those scripts. We'll let it write the PowerShell needed for Windows endpoints and the bash equivalents for Mac and Linux where appropriate. And because this demonstration uses the MCP server, Claude won't just generate the scripts. It will be able to execute them directly on the managed agents, securely, and with full auditability. With the scripts now created, Claude is ready for the next step, the execution. The AI has analyzed the environment, identified the missing telemetry, and built the exact tools needed to collect it. Now it pauses and asks for permission to run those scripts across the online agents. This is an important moment because Claude isn't acting blindly. It understands the scope of each script, the data it will gather, and the endpoints it will touch. By requesting approval, Claude is following a controlled, auditable workflow, the same standard you'd expect from any senior engineer preparing to run commands in production. Once we allow it to proceed, Claude will begin executing the scripts through the MCP server, reaching out to each online Windows, Mac, and Linux endpoint to gather the deeper intelligence it needs. And wouldn't you know it, Claude just hit the ceiling on its free token allowance. It got most of the job done, but not quite all the way. Looks like it's time to fuel it back up, buy a little more gas, and let Claude finish what it started. That brings us to the end of this demonstration. You've seen Claude analyze an entire RMMmax environment, identify missing telemetry, generate the scripts to collect it, and even prepare to execute them across live endpoints. This is the future of RMM operations, AI that doesn't just report on your environment, but actively helps you understand it, secure it, and improve it. Thanks for watching, and welcome to the next generation of intelligent automation.